So, if you've ever visited Canada's capital, Ottawa, you may have seen the beautiful canal that runs through it, the Rideau Canal. It was built in the 1830s by this fellow, Lieutenant Colonel John By of the Royal Engineers, designed to offer a safe method of transportation between Ottawa and Kingston. And remember, this was during the time of the wars against the US, the War of 1812. But the Rideau Canal, specifically in the Ottawa region, and so the Rideau Canal itself is over 200 miles long. But in the Ottawa region, it becomes a phenomenal attraction, and is considered the longest skating rink in the world. Now, throughout Ottawa, there are a number of entrance points to access the Rideau Canal. And the Rideau Canal section you can skate is approximately, I believe it's 7 kilometers long. And you can essentially go from one end of the city to the other end of the city. So there are a number of access points all the way along, and some of these are very large. And they offer a range of amenities such as washroom facilities, warming stations, skate rentals, and restaurant snack bars. But as you can see, it is just absolutely quite incredible. If you're into skating and you are visiting the Ottawa region, this is a must do during the winter months. The weather does have to be cold enough for the ice to be safe. And I believe when it approaches 0 degrees Celsius, they do close the canal. I visited on a day when it was approximately -5, and the weather was absolutely stunning. It was sunny, it was fairly warm, around -5. So very mild for winter. I have been in the past where it's been very cold, in the -20s, and then it can be a little bit testy. But at -5, it was perfect weather, blue skies, sunny skies, and the citizens of Ottawa, the residents of Ottawa, and from surrounding towns and communities, this is a destination of a must do activity during the winter. In fact, I do know people who live in Ottawa. They live at one end, and they'll skate to work. They'll put the skates on, carry their backpack, and they'll skate all the way to the office. As you can see, you can rent little sleds for children, and if you're not comfortable with skating, on the side you might see there are walkways where it's snow covered, so it's fairly safe to walk on. And they do a great job of keeping this open and clean for skaters. Some people made a comment that it can get a little bumpy, so you'll see these snow plows coming along, and they'll clear the rough areas. All right, guys, so this is the famous, iconic Canadian BeaverTail. They have these in shopping centers and at events and all the way along here at the Rideau Canal. So really what it is fried bread. I got the Kilalo Sunrise, which is brown sugar, cinnamon, and lemon, a lemon wedge. So there we go, a BeaverTail. Let's have a look. It's pretty much as you'd expect, just a thin fried bread. They have other flavors too, with Nutella, chocolate, but here goes, let's see. Delicious. When you're down at the Rideau Canal, stop and grab yourself a BeaverTail. So I hope you enjoyed this quick look at the Rideau Canal. If in Ottawa, definitely the place to go. Stay warm, people.